back then, maybe like 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, the first thing you look up when you look up trading is probably going to be supply and demand, right? There was no ICT back then.
It's not really a strategy. It's more of a method.
We'll throw it in there.
Using AI, it doesn't say what strategy, but
I was watching the 2022 mentorship. There wasn't that many views on it. I think a lot of people were still trading support and resistance.
Some supply and demand traders do make money, all right, on the other side. You got those people, but
if you want to have a heart attack, copy trade 10 accounts and put the limits for 40 contracts and wait for CPI.
So look, whatever trader you are, you're all welcome to join the desk funding.
Welcome back, traders. Welcome back to another podcast, The Desk Funding, right? This is our third or fourth pod now. Dude, I can't even keep track. Losing track.
We're blowing up.
We are going through these podcasts, but we started in Florida. If you don't know, we started in Florida with podcast 1, right? And now we're in Spain. We've already spent over a month and a half in Spain. It's been beautiful exploring Madrid, exploring Soto, exploring Cuenca, otros ciudades cerca de aquí, but we have enjoyed our time here, and now the desk is already going crazy. Almost 3,000 people in the Discord across all social medias. We have, almost 10,000 followers already, which is pretty amazing, continuing to grow every single day. But guys, we're excited that you're here. Last podcast, we went over Q scores, why the desk is different from regular prop firms, and a lot of stuff. So if you have any, questions about Q score, any of that stuff, we have FAQs, we have other podcasts that you can go through. And today we're just going to get right into it. We got Renzo here, 561 Renzo, Sir 561 Renzo.
What's going on, everybody?
We're back with another pod. So
we're hyped. Look, we're excited to be here. We're doing this for you. It's all for you.
It's for the community as a whole.
It's for the next generation of prop traders.
It's for the culture. Let's be honest. I feel like the culture here in the prop industry is, there's a lot of negative connotations.
A lot of changes.
A lot of failures, unfortunately. A lot of scams. A lot of people losing a lot of money. But we're here to change that. And we're here to bring a new taste to everyone's mouth about the prop industry. So, as you know, the desk, we're pretty new. Already been 3 months that we've been open. And, it's already been pretty crazy. Wild ride.
We met some dope traders from across the world. Every country you could ever imagine. Shout out to our traders in India.
Yes.
Shout out to the traders in Brazil. We got traders in Colombia.
Dude, all over the globe. Canada.
This is purely a global community. This is global.
But that's the thing about trading is that it's global. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you have a desk and you have a desk account.
Bro, stealing my lines from the first pod.
Shh. Anyway, let's get right into it, man.
We just want to talk about what's going on in the industry. We're seeing a lot of new trends. We want to stay on top of the trends. We want to talk about them. We want to face them.
Face to face, right?
Some of the new strategies I've seen, a lot of the new strategy I've seen is options derived GEX levels.
Gamma, beta.
Gamma exposure levels. If you know what that is, drop it in the chat.
Drop a dub.
Seen a lot of new Discords popping off, and they're selling proprietary software to basically give you these, let me not name names because I don't want to get in trouble, but selling softwares to teach you, not even to teach you, just to show you the gamma exposure levels. You basically, the way that it works is you trade NASDAQ and you use the QQQ, which is the options derivative, to essentially find out where are the options traders going to see the most pain.
What old highs, old lows of contracts?
Let's it's not old highs and old lows. It's just, there's different things.
Dude, I'm so
Gamma.
brainwashed by ICT. It's like I can't even understand a new strat. It's like
Let
PDL, London lows.
us know what strategy you use in the comments.
Dude,
We'll do a full breakdown.
Yeah, let's actually. I want to break down these strats because, back when I was starting, right, ICT was not huge yet. He was getting big, right? I was watching the 2022 mentorship. There wasn't that many views on it. I think a lot of people were still trading support and resistance, right? There was a huge era of just support and resistance, right? Up to like maybe 2021, 2022. Then ICT started to blow up more, right? You could start seeing millions of views on his channel. So like ever since maybe 2021, 2022, that's when ICT, I think, took over, surpassed everyone. He was like the Wemby, right? If we were going to compare this to NBA, ICT was like the Wemby. He was like the unicorn strat. I mean, he literally has unicorn strat. Wemby, they call him the unicorn.
Did they actually call Wemby the unicorn?
They do. They do. They call him the unicorn. But now, 2026, although ICT is still, one of the top strategies and ways to trade, I'm seeing all these new other strats. Like you're saying, the gamma. I'm seeing these new algorithms that are not based off ICT concepts and strategies. So what do you think about that, and where do you see the industry kind of going in terms of strategy in the next couple of years?
Well, there's always...
And is ICT patched? Because I think a lot of traders in the Q1 and Q2 have been losing a lot of fucking money, right? So ICT
this
could be
year's
patched.
already more than halfway over now, right?
Dude, we're deep in Q3. We're like a month deep in Q3, maybe 2 months deep at this point. And it's been tough. I've seen a lot of traders struggling who have been trading ICT.
I think the problem with ICT is at the end of the day, it's a pattern. It's simply a pattern, whether you're taking a SysD or an OB, there's millions of SysDs and OBs, right?
Every single second,
which one to take? Well, then I know exactly what you're going to say, you ICT traders out there. You're going to say, oh, you got to wait for price to tap into a 15-minute FVG and then SysD out of it on the lower time frame. Yes, it can work, but at the end of the day, it's still just all over the place.
All patterns.
It's all patterns. It can win, it can fail. Even a perfect setup can fail. There's just not much to it. It's kind of one-dimensional. It's kind of simply pattern trading. It's like...
If there's one thing that I learned this year, too, with the price action of 2026, is that it's not patterns and you have to be able to adjust, right? We're not getting the same setups as we used to in 2025, 2024, right? Completely different setups, completely different zones. I think I love ICT and I still trade ICT, but we have to be able as ICT traders to adjust and not just go through the same exact 15-minute gap, SysD out of it with an inverse on the, you know what I mean? Like, it works, and I personally think the algorithm is much deeper than we all were led to believe. ICT says that, this is the algorithm, right? And I believe that, but there's way more than what we know.
So that's why we're going to get into here, guys, some research for 2026. All right, we've done some research, and we got some stuff we're going to talk about. But what we're going to talk about is the top trading strategies. All right. The most popular trading strategies of 2026. And if we name drop your strategy, make sure you leave a comment down below and let us know why you trade that strategy.
Yeah.
And give us some insight. But
so
as of today,
S tier to what? F tier?
Trash. S tier to trash tier.
S tier to trash tier.
Let's go ahead and name them all first, all right? And here's our sources. We're going to cite our sources. Just so you guys know, we're not BSing. We've pulled the top trading view indicator rankings. All right, we've pulled data from SIBO, CME, YouTube view counts. All right, so all you YouTube traders, YouTube mentors out there, you
gurus.
Trading community debates, threads, published trader statistics, plus meta ad library, those people out there that are selling strategies,
Bro.
trying to make it money off of you.
Literally liquidating everyone, making bread off of other people's strats.
And we did a whole sweep of the prop niche. So
whole liquidity sweep
of the prop niche, right? So let's go ahead. Now we're just gonna rank them by most popular. All right, and then after we'll do our S tier and trash. All right, but for now, number 1 most popular trading strategy.
Oh no, let's hear
of
it.
2026. Can you guess what it is before I tell you?
I don't want to guess, and I have a few in mind.
Drop a comment. Let us know what you think is the number 1 most popular.
We are 10 minutes deep in this pod. Drop a comment right now. First, drop a comment. What is your strategy? And 2, drop a comment before we start. What is the most popular strategy of 2026? I'm going to say it's support and resistance. Support and resistance.
Actually, no, it's not.
No, I know it's not. I'm just fucking around.
What is it?
It's some ICT bullshit.
ICT / Smart Money Concepts. SMC in parentheses. All right. That goes for both futures and Forex. Okay. So what exactly are we talking about when we say ICT?
Let's get into it.
Liquidity sweeps.
Okay.
Order blocks. Fair value gaps. Break of structure.
This is a lot. We got to break this down.
Kill zones. This is the dominant retail framework of the decade. Wow.
What
the last 10 years.
Well, wait, no, think about it. The decade starts 2020.
2016, mentorship.
Of the decade, since 2016? Gosh. Hey, nah, that one blew up. 2016 ICT was like 2016 LeBron. You couldn't really stop that.
So there you go. You got ICT number 1 and still number 1 in 2026. So here's the evidence, all right? Lux Algo for 1.
Ooh, Lux. If you're a trader,
Money Concepts indicator.
If you are a trader who has traded prop, you have 99% chance that you've used Lux Algo. Whether it's FEGs, order
Algo.
blocks.
Y'all are the GOAT.
Y'all are the GOATs. Y'all are like the ICT of indicators. So thank you for a lot of that. A lot of
Shout
passing
out.
evals.
Lux Algo, if you're watching this, please sponsor me.
Nah, no, for real though. Lux Algo, if you're watching this, send us a DM. We'd love to chat, get to know you.
But the Smart Money Concepts indicator, specifically by Lux Algo, is the number 1 community indicator on all of TradingView. All right, and Lux Algo also has 1.3 million followers.
Damn, on what? All plats?
I guess so.
Or is it
on their
TradingView?
own video they posted, we built the most popular indicator on TradingView. All right.
They have.
Now let's talk about ICT himself. His own 2026 lecture streams keep pulling in 6-figure views. All right. There's entire sub-industries that exist around it. You got
based off
indicator
2016?
packs, mentorships, prop firm content, affiliate codes,
Yep.
indicators, everything. Who is the target audience? Who does it attract? Well, 18 to 30 years old, futures and Forex, prop firm native. So most ICT traders are actually trading prop firms.
You know what's crazy though about that comment? I would say 5 years ago that would be such a niche thing. Prop firm, futures, Forex. Like now, bro, the industry is so big. I'm seeing these random people, bro, randoms who don't know anything about the space, trading props, trading futures. Like we've come so far.
So accessible and so easy now. All you need is
the desk.
a desk, and you need Wi-Fi, and you plug in. Literally though.
No, think about that. You need some Wi-Fi. You needed an account. That's it. Laptop. That's it. It's so easy. All right, what's next? Let's get into it.
All right, can you guess what's next? Drum roll, please.
So, support and resistance. Wait, what are we on? 2 or 3?
2.
Support and resistance.
Order flow.
Damn, order flow.
Order flow. Volume profile. All right, order flow and volume profile. Yes, I know they're technically 2 different strategies. All right, but at the end of the day, they've kind of compiled them into one. So you got order flow / volume profile. Leave a comment below if this is you. Order flow, I assume this is like people that use book maps.
Yeah.
And then volume profile, it's that tool where it goes on the side and it puts the line
What's it
out where
called?
the POC, the point of control, where all the volume is.
Gosh,
I'm
the
gonna
delta,
say
the delta.
I've seen some successful traders.
Any strat works. Let's put it that way.
Deep Charts platform. A lot of people are paying the $99 for some order flow. I mean, I don't even know if that's order flow or just gamma exposure levels. And then you got the volume profile. Josh Barnes, great friend of mine, great trader. Josh, shout out to you if you're watching this. He is someone who's made millions from trading. He's made, 300K from single props.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, how he was able to do it was by a very simple strategy. He traded AUD USD Forex pair, and he used the volume profile tool.
Wow.
So basically using that, he's able to get the bag. Very simple strategy.
So what is he using though? Is it he's using like indicators or is it bookmap?
He's using an indicator, but it's just volume profile. It just shows you where the most volume is, and he'll look for entries around those levels. So basically you're just trading, looking for setups around wherever the most volume is on the chart. I mean, it makes sense. Wherever the most money is, just look for a trade there. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
If you're trading, think of it like fishing. You're not going to want to fish in a spot where there's no fish, where there's low volume,
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me take a guess. All right, I'm going to say...
Well, before we get to the next one, we got to break down order flow because we didn't get into it. There's a lot of order flow traders out there, and they deserve their time to shine on this pod. All right.
Of course.
So what exactly, if you don't know what order flow is, what exactly is it? Let's talk about it. Order flow includes footprint charts. Okay, I believe this would be like the book maps,
Mm-hmm.
where you can see the bubbles. You can see all the bubbles on your chart, and where the orders are.
It's like the big bubble. You get the big bubble. You get the
big
little bubble.
Little bubble. Green bubble. Red bubble.
Like what? Can you explain to me what those bubbles are?
So what it's supposed to be is essentially, you pay for book maps and they give you level 2 data, right? Level 1 data is the regular data you get on futures. Level 2 data is when you can actually see the orders that are being put in by the banks, the hedge funds. You could see the orders that are waiting to be filled. So you got pending orders, right? So basically at levels, you can see big bubbles there, and that just shows you there's pending orders at this level, right? So you can say, hey, I want price to come down to this level, or when we hit that level, maybe you can expect a reaction there. So you're basically able to see key levels where a lot of the orders are, but there's also such thing as ghost orders, right? Banks can put huge orders and then they can pull the orders at any time. So they can just
straight manipulation.
Boom, gone. And you thought it was, this perfect setup. You thought there's millions of orders here and then can literally disappear a second later. So
but you can see the order or you
see the bubbles, yeah.
But then the order disappears?
It can just disappear anytime.
How is that how?
They pull their orders off. They remove their orders from the market.
Sorry guys. Done.
Sorry guys, we switched the algorithm. So then you got DOM, depth of market. So that's like the level 2, level 3 data, which is essentially you could see the red versus blue in real time on the side where it's like, you can see the orders flowing. Yep, see the orders flowing. Then you got cumulative delta. All right, you got volume profile, VWAP interaction.
VWAP, let's run the VWAP.
I don't know. I mean, take this with a grain of salt. I don't think VWAP has anything to do with this.
Volume. Isn't it just like a volume? But the thing about these indicators like VWAP is that it's all delayed, isn't it? Because it's showing, it's not current. It's showing the past, 15, 20 candles.
Think about when VWAP, when was VWAP created? Like, let's get the fucking Siri out here.
Dude.
ChatGPT.
VWAP is an OG, but, I've seen it work for a couple traders. Shout out Aircon if you're watching this.
Chat, man. What year did VWAP come out?
Checking now. VWAP was first used in 1984, and it was formally introduced in 1988.
Damn.
So yeah, 1984. Like, you're using outdated technology. It's like using a car from freaking 1984. Like, you're not gonna be able to even make it down to the grocery store.
Gosh,
You're
1984.
chopped.
I was like negative fucking
And 1984,
17.
George Orwell, the book. Have you not read it? I mean, it's just
It's all a trap.
there's too much red flags with VWAP traders. You think you know it all.
Damn.
A squiggly line on your chart. Just get right, man. Just tell me you don't know what you're doing.
Crazy.
Yeah, any VWAP traders you want to get in the boxing ring with me, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right.
Let's get.
So essentially, order flow is the fastest growing counter ICT camp. All right, so you got ICT, and then you got, order flow traders.
I'm seeing a lot of traders start using order flow.
So there you go. It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Etymology?
It says epistemology. Don't know what that means. Epistemology, which is basically, yeah, that's true, because order flow traders, they believe that order flow runs the market.
I got you.
Right? They believe that buying and selling pressure.
Yeah,
and
ICT is the complete opposite.
ICT is like, no, it
liquidity
doesn't exist.
points.
It's straight algo. It's straight algorithm. Yeah. So there you go. That's the entire debate, and it's all also its own genre of content. You got live competitions, Robin's Cup winner, marketing and order flow method. You got Bookmap, all these other ecosystems growing.
Yeah.
Community threads frame it as order flow is the mother of ICT.
Bro, these people come up with the craziest backstories. So ICT, ran the market. He's a market maker. It's like,
who's it for? Slightly older. I'd say ICT is
more
definitely
mature.
the younger crowd. Order flow is more mature. Order flow is like, you figure out ICT doesn't work anymore.
Damn.
So
bro.
Try something new.
I might have to tap in.
More capitalized. Yes, ICT trader, you're probably spending all your money on evals. Order flow trader, you got to pay for the order flow data, the book maps.
Yeah.
Costs more capitalized. You got to invest more.
It's more exclusive, right? More experience.
It's futures only.
I guess, yeah, it makes sense. You can't get Forex data. Could you get that data for Forex?
Not that I know of. I mean,
orders? Because it's not order based. It's completely different.
All right, ready for number 3?
Wait, let me take a guess.
You're not going to get it.
The phases of the moon.
The moon phase.
S tier. If you're watching this, S tier. If you trade the moon phases, you're tapped in.
Lunar crescent. Nah, it's going to be 0 DTE options. All right, so I guess this is an option strategy. But basically, same day expiry, SPX, QQQ options. All right, the single biggest structural shift in retail trading volume. SIBO reports that SPX ODTE hit a record of 61% on SPX options. All right, CME published the rise of short-dated options, over 1.5 million trades daily.
Damn.
So who's this for? Gamblers, of course. Options trading is going to attract gamblers because you got that high return.
Yeah.
All right, and income spread sellers alike. This is not our market directly, but the mindset. It's daily, showing up daily,
similar,
trading
intraday.
daily, define risk, same day resolution.
Yeah.
This is exactly the session mindset. All right. This is people who want to get in the same day.
So you would say options levels
and paid.
0 DTE?
I think this is just options trading in general, I guess.
I guess it's a strat. I don't even know. It's a strat. Long, short.
I don't know. That one's debatable. But next one.
What, I guess? I'm trying to think if there's any more. I mean, obviously there's more.
All right, this one is AI /
algorithms,
bots, and automation. It's not really a strategy. It's more of a method.
We'll throw it in there.
Using AI, it doesn't say what strategy, but this comes from DIY Python bots, with Claude, ChatGPT, any subscription to AI agents, basically
Yeah.
you can create a strategy. Doesn't mean it's going to be a good strategy. And some people claim to have made great strategies. using
Zero
AI,
losses.
right? But 2026 is the year that retail automation crossed the adoption threshold, okay? And where's the evidence for that? Well, there's an entire review economy that exists. All right, people have said, I tested 23 trading bots, quant VPS style, infrastructure marketing, and in our own sweep, the prop firm keyword is flooded by 100 plus active ads for bots sold.
Damn.
So most of the bots being sold on the market right now, they are sold specifically to pass prop evals. All right. Here's some examples: Bold Bot, Ninja Bot, Trade Sinker. I mean, that's a trade copier.
Trader Bros bot.
Prop Fun. Now, who is this? This is simply shortcut seekers. All right. This is people who they don't want to do the work. They don't want to put in the work. They want to sit back and open a bag of chips.
Well, you could say shortcut, but then you can say, safe.
Hands-free automation. But then you got the genuine quants. There's real genuine quants out there using this technology. All right. There you go. I mean, what can you say?
I'd like to do a comparison of like bots from the past couple years and like quant bots now, algorithms now. I want to see the difference on not only like P&L, but I want to see how it trades.
There's just too many bots out there to even compare. You got millions of bots. I'm sure there's millions and billions, and for different pairs, different strategies, there's just too much variation. Yeah. There's probably been some profitable bots from back in the day, profitable bots now, and then you got losing bots from back in the day, losing bots now. It's just
there's always going to be
too
losers.
much of a threshold. All right, can you guess number 5?
Gambling. Nah.
Supply and demand, baby.
Ah, of course.
Good old supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
Zone-based mean reversion.
Damn. And these are ranked in popularity, or these are just random lists? Damn, popularity.
Popularity, yeah. This is the accessible cousin of SMC, they say, or so they say.
Kissing cousins.
So here's the evidence. Consistently strong YouTube numbers in 2026. All right. Here's some single channel examples off the top. 91,000 views in 5 months, 50K views in 2 weeks for zone strategy videos. All right, so if you don't know what supply and demand is, I guess it's the same as support and resistance, essentially.
It is, yeah.
You find levels where, there's a lot of wicks or a lot of retests, and you draw a nice, cute little box there.
But the thing is that it works. It works. You can't. Let me say this, though. I don't trade supply and demand, but I do think the concept of ICT is becoming similar to the concept of supply and demand in the way that back then, maybe like 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, the first thing you look up when you look up trading is probably going to be supply and demand, right? There was no ICT back then. Now, the first thing you look up when you look up trading, I'm seeing ICT already. It's like
ICT is chopped, man.
That's what
I'm sorry, guys. ICT is just chopped. Face it. Jade Cap was the last ICT trader to exist.
They patched the algo after Jade Cap's $2 million payout, unfortunately.
But there you go. Supply and demand. Now, look, I'm not going to hate on it. Alex G, supply and demand trader, no track record. He's selling you fucking a load of baloney. All right. Yeah, anyone could draw a box and in hindsight, say that it worked. Some supply and demand traders do make money, all right, on the other side. You got those people, but I don't know them personally.
Yeah.
Do you personally know a supply and demand trader that makes bread?
We know a few.
Who? Exactly.
Names.
Exactly.
Names.
None.
Well, I guess it's Matrix. It's not supply and demand.
So there you go. I mean, I think it's, for beginners, it's a good strategy because it's simple. It gets you used to drawing on the chart, your little coloring book, understanding levels, reactions.
We know a few traders. The Jordans, Rayvon. Take it back to the Forex days. There was a good amount of traders who made bread off supply and demand.
All right, fine. Ready? Number 6. VWAP.
VWAP. Gosh.
VWAP bounce / reclaim deviation bands.
So,
New York VWAP.
VWAP. Volume?
This is called the volume weighted average P for what? Peen?
Peen.
Of course.
So why is I know VWAP is not order flow then?
Percentile? Volume weighted average percentile. That's what I'm gonna go with. So it's called the most complemented strategy of 2026. Wow. Notice how it says complemented, right? Because you need another strategy and you just add VWAP on top because it sucks.
Because it's not a strategy.
You got viral social clips.
Wow.
Promoting VWAP.
It's so viral.
Whoa, off the VWAP.
Oh,
the VWAP. Whoa. Not impressed, bro. Not impressed.
When it says complimented, you know that it's not a strategy. It's compliment. It compliments this. Compliments that.
Where's the clarity? Whatever.
We'll let it slide.
All right, number 7.
Wait, but hold up. VWAP. VWAP is just an indicator, or is there a strategy behind it?
It's both. There's many strategies you can use with VWAP.
Yeah.
Basically, from what I understand, if it's above the VWAP, you long, and below the VWAP, you short. Wow. Shh. You know, it's like,
that's
wow.
is it the easiest strategy of 2026 to lose money?
Most cap strategy of 2026 through 2028. All right.
Move on to the next one.
That's enough for you VWAP traders. By the way, let's take a break here. 30 minutes into the pod. If you're watching this video, make sure you use the promo code at the Desk Funding. Of course, this podcast is sponsored by the Desk Funding. All right. This is the Desk Funding podcast.
Yep.
Where we have no evaluations. The only prop firm on the market to offer no evaluations. All right. You're trading live capital from day one, and your profit share is basically split by your Q score. And Q score is something we've talked about
multiple times. We have FAQ videos. I've said this like 10 times. If you guys have not watched the damn FAQs by now,
we're going to get 30 comments. What's your Q score?
Guys, stop coming in here and asking. All right, you can ask questions, of course, but when we have the resources and we push the resources for you guys so you guys can learn, and you guys are not learning, then we're not going to keep repeating ourselves.
So, simple reminder, look, I got my first ever account with the Desk. I traded a session, 24 hours. So, you know, you do sleep through your session. I mean, that's kind of not the scary part, but it's like, whoa, you know, it's like you go to sleep. I mean, it's 24 hours. Like, you have to sleep in 24 hours, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to use all 24 hours, right? You can pull your profits early after your session if you're happy with it. But of course, if you want to trade all 24 hours, you're going to be sleeping. First
session, I got $120 payout on a $29.99 account.
That's a 4x ROI.
Basically over $100 profit, give or take. So, I mean, not bad.
Not bad. You just got 4x I got paid the same ROI. Day. That's freaking amazing, bro.
That's the power of the Desk. Make sure you guys tap in thedeskfunding.com. All right, now let's get back to it, guys. Opening range breakout. Orb. Big Daddy Max, you know, he hopped on the wave. You guys might know who he is, an overweight trading influencer who needs to care about his health a little bit more.
Gosh.
You know, let's just say it for what it is. You know, no malintention, strictly facts. You know, strictly facts. Get on the scale. You know, let's just see the numbers don't lie. But at the end of the day, step on it, right? No, at the end of the day, he's got a big community, and he pushes
bigger than him.
Huh?
Bigger than
him? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Right? Was the community bigger than him? Not quite. Not quite. Big belly?
Definitely not.
Look, we're not throwing shots here. We're just stating facts.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're stating facts, guys.
At what weight in pounds is considered overweight.
At what weight? At what number in payouts is considered profitable?
Yeah, one payout is definitely not profitable. But
the thing is, there is an overweight. There is a
There
number.
is an
There is a
overweight.
number
I
that
think it's
if you're
like-
over,
I mean,
you're
clearly
over
above 300, like you're cooked, dog. You're cooked.
unless you're like
you're in the 300s,
unless you're
400s.
Shaq and you're 7'3", right, and you're just full of muscle. But when you're sitting in front of a computer all day, let's just say you need to cut back.
Cut back off the carbs. All right, do a little fast. You know, it's not gonna kill you to put the food down.
Yeah, put
Give
the charts
Cheetos
away.
a break.
Put the charts away. Close your laptop screen. Go for a walk.
Go for a walk. Get some blood flow. Your bud's been stiff for 30 days.
Stop
bruh.
with the order flow and get to blood flow. Stimulate your body.
Switch it up.
All right, back to the pod.
Yeah.
Orb.
And shave that hair off your chest too. Like, come on, bruh. Like, what are you, a werewolf?
God damn, bro. Take care of yourself. Holy shit.
Money is not everything, man. It's not everything, man. Like,
There's way more to money because if you don't have your health,
you're cooked.
if you don't have your fucking
It's like,
health,
why are you gonna make millions if you're gonna die young? Heart attack, heart failure, organ failure, visceral fat.
stop worrying about orb and worry about organization. We're gonna create an organization right now. Donate to
Yeah.
Big Dag. What is his name? Big Mac Matty Dax.
Big Mac Max. Lay off the Big Macs. Nah, but for real though,
Shave.
just shave. I mean, it's like $1 for a razor blade, dude.
Wait, is his hairline cooked too or not?
His hairline's cooked. I mean, dude, what can we say?
It's funny
It's
seeing
all
these.
that orb trading strategies got you all stressed out, receding.
All right, back to the orb. All right, so orb. Orb is
No, but we got to get back to it. Why is he selling an orb indicator? Like, dude, it's the easiest strategy. You fucking draw a line on your chart.
what is it?
15
Is it just a
minutes.
breakout retrace of the opening range?
Opening range breakout is what orb stands for. All right. So there's 3 ways you can do it. You got the first 15 minutes, which would be 9:45. So from 9:30 to 9:45.
I see
you
so
draw
many
the
people
box,
use this
the
shit,
high
bro.
and the low. You wait for the breakout.
On ES,
And you
15-minute
trade it.
breakout,
And
50%
then you could use
retrace.
the 30-minute. You could use the 60-minute. Trade the break.
Mhm.
All right.
I mean,
So there
price
you
is
go.
fractal.
It's a
Price
futures
is
classic
fractal.
strategy. You know what I'm saying? Futures classic strategy. And it's been backed up by academic papers and prop content. Now they say it is profitable. Just leave it at that. You know.
Shit, every strat. They say every strat is profitable. Unless it's supply and demand, then they say that shit sucks.
Yeah. All right. So we'll move on from Big Mac. And number 8. News/event trading.
This is not even a strat, bro.
It is a strat.
How? What, just full port news?
20 ticks above, 20 ticks below.
That's the
You
diamond
let
strat.
the 8:30 a.m. hit. Boom. Hits one of your limits. Cancel the other limit. And, free bread, they say. But then,
that
it hits
shit's a
both limits.
scam.
And then you hit your max drawdown. I mean, you're
Also-
just going to cook your account.
Also on certain tech, it won't work. On certain prop firms, it's not gonna work.
Top Step just banned that strategy as of last week.
Not only that, but sometimes it won't even like process that it hit the limit, right? It'll just hit the limit, but because it was so fast, the red folder news was too volatile, it's not even gonna process
It
or
won't
render.
fill, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, this strategy is essentially waiting for scheduled volatility. You're hunting it. You're
Mhm.
straddling the number. That's when you straddle it. You put order above and below. And let's talk about the evidence. Well, almost every 2026 roundup includes it.
Gosh, it's that popular now?
Event days now carry record short-dated volume from CME.
Insane.
All right. So who use it? Adrenaline junkies. All right. So this is
Yeah.
people who
pretty much any prop
You want
trader.
your heart. You want to have a heart attack, basically.
If you want to have a heart attack, copy trade 10 accounts and put the limits for 40 contracts and wait for CPI. Wait for CPI and you'll have a heart attack.
So there you go. I mean, definitely probably the most undisciplined of the bunch for sure. And number 9, momentum / small cap scalping. Small cap scalping.
Momentum? Okay.
So gap and go, I guess, is just taking a fair value gap,
You know what we didn't put in there? There's more after this or what?
There's one more after this. Swing trading.
Okay.
Multi-day to multi-week holds. Moving average.
I was going to say moving average. I didn't hear EMAs.
Moving average, yeah.
And while people shit on EMAs, I will say I do like EMAs. I do. I'm starting to gravitate even more away from ICT and more towards EMAs.
So look, whatever trader you are, we welcome you all. All right, you're all welcome to join the desk funding. Okay? Now, just make sure you follow the guidelines and you follow the rules. All right? And this goes for every prop firm you guys trade, not just for the desk. Please read the rules. Watch the videos, watch the FAQs.
Actually know what you're getting yourself into, right? You don't want to be like that one Apex guy. No one wants to be like him. 400K in evals, $0.
But this is my question. Yeah, bro already had 400K lounging around. He was already rich, bro. Not rich, but more than most people. Most people don't have,
comfortable. Definitely comfortable.
Most people can barely pay rent, and this guy just casually had $400K just laying around that he could just blow, and still.
And that was just with one firm. We don't know if he was gambling with casino. We don't know if he was trading live accounts on a different broker.
We can just assume, he had millions.
Of course. Yeah, we can assume.
His parents were probably rich, for sure. And just gave him money and said,
bro,
hey,
gambled
son, here's the company. Here's the family bank account, son.
Bro, gambled his parents' life savings, bro. That's wild. Shit.
I mean, look, if this is you, just let us know where the money came from. I mean, straight up. Like, let's get on a pod, you and me. I'll fly you out. You probably spent all your money on eval, so now I got to fly you out. You know what I'm saying? I'll fly you out.
There's nothing wrong with it.
We'll take you in the bougie hotel, the Motel 6,
Hey.
And, we'll get down to it. We'll do a 24-hour long pod, naked, no clothes. We're like, let's just get straight into it, bro.
All right, let's get into ranking these strats.
I mean, ranking the strats, number 1, S tier.
What's the first one again? Order flow?
ICT. I don't know, man. I think...
Dude, ICT
you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say AI and bots, number 1. Because the AI wave taking over. 2026, It took over. But not only that, if it actually works, if you have a strat that actually works, that actually pays, I mean, boom, it's goated. You don't need to be there anymore trading.
For sure.
Think about it. If you had an algo that could go to your freaking 9-to-5 job in your office every day and pay the bills, would you do it? Would you use the algo?
Or are you going to go? 9 to 5. Clock in, clock out.
So I get it. Yeah, some people love to trade. They love the game, watch the prices. And at the end of the day, if it works, it works.
There's always a way to do something. There's never a correct way or a wrong way, but there's always a way that works for people. So you can't fully hate on a strategy. You kind of got to hate on the individual trader themselves. But still, AI is not a human being. So
I haven't created the algo yet, but I've been working on one. Very close to, having a fully profitable, hands-free algorithm for futures. So if you want that early access, DM me. But, coming soon. But,
Are you a quant?
I want to be a quant. Bad. I want to be a quant.
What does it take to
I guess
be
I'm a
there?
want to be quant. You know, for all you quants out there,
If you vibe code, you're not a quant. You're not a.
Straight
Let's be
up.
real. You're not a quant.
you're just cap.
You're just capped out. But if you can code Python, you can hack into the mainframe, you're probably a quant. You have what it takes.
Hiring all quants now. Hit me up.
Quant devs.
Nah, but for real though, this has been a fun podcast. You know, it's been very fun talking about the strategies. And at the end of the day, like, it's all fun. It's all games, you know. We're here to entertain. We're here to create community, spread awareness. And, you know, anything we said on this pod may or may not be true. You know, disclaimer. Maybe for entertainment purposes only.
Definitely.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Or two.
You know. But, you know, the only thing that really is true is, you know, Big Daddy Max, like, please, like, take care of your arteries, man. The corrosion is real.
Yeah. It's showing in like the SIG skin.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Wait, we didn't even rank them. We gotta rank them real quick.
They're all trash, bro. They're all trash, and AI is S tier. Like, what do you want?
AI,
I think
we're gonna
Book Maps is capped out.
really.
Book Maps is capped out. You know, what's the other website that I mentioned? Deep Charts.
Deep charts. I don't
Seems
know
like
much about
another
deep charts, but
capped out program. They're all just selling you.
footprints. Is that shit cap?
I don't know. Is it capped? Do I need to get on freaking?
Or did they make an algorithm
Maps?
to
I mean,
believe to
Book
make us
Maps
believe
just
that?
looks so bad. Like, it look like, what am I looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I looking at? You tell me. Like, can you
All right, I'm gonna start us off.
make money trading this? You tell me. You know what this looks like? This looks like that cereal. What's that one cereal
Some Kellogg shit.
with the balls, like the colored balls? Tricks? Or is like some
Ah,
cereal,
yeah.
like round ball
Tricks.
ones? It looks like Tricks with red 40 food dye and balls. And
Let me take a look at this. All right. So you have the heat, right? It's heat, I guess, is high volume, the red. And then you have the balls. You got to follow
You need
the
some
balls.
You know, it's
They're
just
trying
like
to program
you're trading
us,
a
bro.
strategy that requires balls. I mean,
You're
you're
probably
cooked.
sus.
Trash tier.
Yeah, I don't know.
It kind of hurts the brain. You know,
You're looking at
Deep
the
charts,
You're
at
looking at
least
the
it looks
planets and the
cooler.
stars here, bro.
at least Deep Charts looks cooler. It's got a cool color scheme. You know, you got the Incredible Hulk colorway going on.
You are literally trading the planets and the stars here, guys. You're trading the planets and stars. All right, shit. I mean, I don't know if it's cap or not. I'm going to say C tier. I'm going to say C tier.
C tier. We don't know if it's cap or not. You're just C.
Yeah. What else is there? ICT.
ICT. I mean, look.
It used to be T.
Yeah, it used to be S. And, you know, I'll give it to them. They used to be S tier, but nowadays
They patched it. They patched
Shop.
ICT. They shut them up. They did what they did to Kanye to ICT. I'm going to say
killed him,
as
they
it is.
cloned him.
They killed him. They cloned him. They shut him up. And they reprogrammed the algo. They reprogrammed it. So, yeah, ICT used to be S tier, but without context, it's got to be D tier. You can't take every FEG. in
swing
order to
trading F tier. Who's
I
waiting
trade
3 months
yeah.
for some bread?
buy. I'm sorry, Tory trades. It's
Tory
not.
trades. Look, you had your time to shine, but it's time to move on.
It's
It's
cap.
time to move
It's all
on.
cap.
We all know you're capped.
It's all cap.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
She
we
said
tried
what?
to
She
be
took-
nice to you for the longest, but you know, you just ghosted us. So now we gotta let the people know what's real and what's not.
It is cap.
Trend lines. You're not buying the trend lines. You're buying Tory Trade's aura. You know, you want to be infused in her aura. And
She has great aura. She seems like a great person. You know, she's nice.
Yeah. Honestly, great person, smart, but some sketchy going on.
Of course.
The fraud, you know, almost blew your account in front of the whole world. You know, it's just not risk management. Like,
Well, it's not
no matter
even
what
this-
strategy you use, at least have risk management, right?
There's just no there's no proof. There's no like real like. She said she took like 3 trades last year or some shit.
It's like you're capped out, bro.
Who's doing that?
3 trades, like let's just end the case there. Case closed, bro.
Next for sure.
VWAP trash tier.
Trash
It doesn't
tier.
even deserve an F. It's trash.
It's a compliment. It's not even a strategy.
Trash. I'd
tier.
rather have a blind person draw a squiggly line on my chart and use that as confluence, you know?
For sure. Pretty much.
And 1984, like you guys are
Orwelled out.
You guys are George
out.
Orwell. C tier.
Damn.
What?
He switched up.
I said it would have been B, but since Big Daddy Max took over it, definitely C now.
I've seen other traders besides him, explain and show about the orb opening range breakout on the ES. And I will say it looks good. It looks
C tier.
It looks pretty decent. Especially you're waiting for the
simple,
discount.
It's easy to understand. It's understandable. Good for new traders.
Yeah. Decent. I'm going to say C tier.
Now, like my question for orb traders is like, what happens on days where it breaks and then it breaks again? Where it goes the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting faked out and getting
All
waxed.
Right. It will be an A tier if the market conditions are perfect. Perfect market conditions, ES is flowing, A tier. But for a day-to-day strategy, I'll say C tier.
Supply and demand, B tier.
Damn.
B tier. I think they're the only ones that actually holds the test of time.
Damn. I mean, this industry was founded on supply and demand. Let's be completely honest. You got to give it. You got to give respect where it's due. B tier.
Yeah, nothing bad to say about you guys. If you figured it out and it works, you got some aura.
For sure.
Options.
Dude,
I'm not a big options trader.
I've seen people make bread off options. People who are, all right. I've seen
people lose their life savings on options.
I've seen people who don't consider themselves. I've seen people who don't consider themselves traders make a lot of bread consistently. Shout out Peter from the gym. He even made his own algorithm to trade it. He's tapped in for sure, and he's not a trader. He's a tech guy though. So with him, I'll say B tier. But in general, if you consider yourself a trader and you trade options, I'm gonna say like D tier, to be honest.
All right, the last one here is order flow, volume profile.
It's taking over the game right now. Is there long-term evidence? Probably not. I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to say C tier.
B.5 tier. And that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. What do you think about our rankings? Were we right? Were we wrong?
What do y'all think about it?
Make sure you donate to Big Daddy Max so we can get him some more Big Macs. But we're going to inject the burger with Ozempic, all right? We're going to inject it with Ozempic snake venom.
Gosh. But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in to The Desk. This is like podcast 4 by now. And we're excited. We're going to keep it going. The community's already going crazy, growing every single day. Let's just keep it.
It's the future wave. Look.
It is the future.
Everyone's copying.
S tier. The Desk, S tier.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining the pod. We appreciate all the love. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. And you just might win an account. See you guys in the next episode.
See y'all next time. Peace.